Do you think that this girl actually was coming into this relationship? She actually wanted to steal the husband this whole time? Hi guys, I'm Luyanda Madonia, and today is Makeup Mondays, the Girlfriend Chronicles. Here I'll be spilling some crazy stories that I've heard or read or felt deeply in my chest that I need to get out or while I do my makeup. So if you're interested in a gossip session, then I suggest that you go and grab a beverage, honey, because the tea is piping hot today. Okay? Make sure that you hit subscribe and listen in close. Let's get into this tea, honey. So let's break down inviting a third party into your marriage, né? And how it could go all wrong. Child. Anyways, so I have this friend, right? The couple is actually friends of mine, both of them. Okay, and so my friend and her man have been married for quite some time. But when they started dating, my friend, who's a girl, had said to her partner, who's a man, that she's bisexual, and if he's serious about this relationship, somewhere down the line, sometime, she might ask to bring in a third party, which is another woman, right? To fulfill her bisexual needs. Kudos to you, honey. So they go on their dating, it's getting really serious now, and then they end up getting married. Just a quick little ceremony, nothing huge. They get married, and then, yeah, happily ever after. But for about 4 years of their marriage, they were monogamous. So in year 5, my friend comes in and says, hey, remember the little thing that I told you way back when, where I would like to introduce a third party into this marriage? Well, that time is now. Okay, so my friend's husband actually downloads, what's that thing? Tinder, né? He goes on Tinder and tries to find his wifey a cute little hun, a cute little something, come into the situation, maybe have a little one night stand, threesome vibes, and have a good all swallow time. So they go on Tinder and he finds this cute babe. He shows my friend, hey, what do you think of this girl? She's like, she cute. Slide into her DM. Well, Tinder message, whatever you guys do. So then they get to talking, but she's only talking to him. The girl doesn't know what my friend looks like, the girl, right? So, but she is aware that she is being pursued for some kind of threesome or an open into being a throuple type situation. Not there yet, but it could happen, right? So then she's definitely aware. So then they keep talking and everything, and they're kind of hitting it off. And now it's time to arrange a meeting, right? So then they arrange a meeting, all three of them. They hit it off in person. The girl thinks that my friend is cute because this is the first time that she's meeting her and seeing her. So obviously my friend came up, showing up and showing out, honey, in the best dress to impress. So that's what she did. Okay, so the husband, he traveled a lot for work, right? And was like always out of town. So now when it's their time to do the second date, the husband is not involved. It's just the two girls. They go on a second date. They clearly have the chemistry and everything. They end up actually hooking up, right? So when husband comes back from being out of town, my friend actually tells him that, they actually hooked up, they had sex, and it was all good, and she really likes this girl. He's obviously okay with that because, remember, he initiated this thing on Tinder anyway, so it wasn't like a big situation. So they end up chilling with this girl a lot, and they go on dates together. Most of the time it's actually my friend and the girl, so the two girls, because again, husband is always out of town. But when they are together, it's really, really good vibes. You know, there's feelings flying around, planning future dates, holidays together, all that good stuff. There was even a point where they were like, oh, maybe we could like move in together. But that's because the girl was constantly at the couple's house every weekend anyway. And the reason being is because she lived 2 hours away from the city that they live in. So she has to travel all the time, you know? So at this point, might as well bring in the toothbrush, bring in a pair of extra underwear, might as well low-key move in, if you know what I mean. Okay, so a little tidbit about the third party Han. Let's call her Han. That's her name, okay? Han previously had a boyfriend, right? But they were very on and off. You know, if there's a fight that happens, she goes back to the couple. And then when the boyfriend is back in her life, she kind of disappears. Kind of does that thing. But my friend and the couple, they kind of let that slide for a little while. Not too much, but, you know, they do get irritated by it because she disappears without any communication. So they're like, how? Now, where is our partner? Because at this point, it's a throuple. It's like a legit throuple, okay? But anyways, they let it slide. So a few months down the line, Han comes to them and says, hey guys, I need to have a serious chat with you. It's been something that's been heavy on my mind, on my chest, that she used to get out. And I think it's important that we all sit down together in person. So Han starts to explain that she's developing real feelings, right? For the couple, yes. However, she, with her full chest, says, but my feelings are stronger for the husband. Saying this in front of the couple. Okay, fine, transparency. Well done for being transparent. That's fine. And communicating your feelings. But the weird thing is that, remember I told you that the husband was constantly out of town. So the people that spent the most time together was the two girls. So, yeah, I can understand love and feelings happen in the way that they happen. I get it. But like, huh? Anyways, now this is quite hurtful for my friend, the girl, because she ended up really falling for this third party Han at the same time, you know, like falling in love and having deep, serious feelings for this girl. So now to hear that this girl really mostly has feelings for the husband is heartbreaking. Like, I could imagine that, for real. So anyway, the husband says, yeah, I hear you and I'm flattered and whatever, but just remember that I actually brought you into this for my wife. And I'm just here along the ride. I am having fun, definitely, but my love is only for one person, and what that one person is my wife. So if you are trying to like pursue anything, I'm telling you now, it's going to be unrequited love on your end, and that's not going to be nice because I will never fall in love with you. It's just, that's just what it is, honey. Like, I don't know what to tell you. So anyway, at the end of the day, my friend kind of just blows off that comment and says, it's all good, let's just carry on with how things are right now. Even though the Han has heard that the husband will never love her. So both girls decided, okay, let's just carry on so that on my friend's side, she can still have the girl in her life. And then on the Han side, she can still have the husband in her life. So both of them were carrying on in, I don't know, for lack of a better term, in like low-key manipulative ways. They were using each other at this point because they both agreed to carry on with the throuple, even though there was something huge that was just laid on the table right now. Anyways, so they carry on for a couple of more months. And remember that this Han, she lives 2 hours away. So she's still doing that traveling situation. And then at some point, she like legit asked the couple, guys, I honestly feel like we should all move in together. Like for real, for real. Not like small toothbrush here and there. Like, let's actually get apartments together and be a legit throuple. Unfortunately, the couple is actually moving to another city because husband got another job somewhere else. So that wasn't gonna work, right? Anyways, so the Han is disappointed in that information, and she kind of just disappears from their lives again. So now my friend is like, where the hell is this girl and why is she doing this thing again? Like, I don't understand. So she goes fishing on Facebook and realize, okay, she's back with that boyfriend that she had way before the throuple situation. Back with the boyfriend, and they're living happily ever after for now. Okay, but catch this. The boyfriend of this Han that they have been going out for so many years actually doesn't know about her lifestyle. They call it the lifestyle, this throuple, open marriage, swingers situation, the lifestyle. So he actually did not know about this lifestyle that she has been doing. So probably when she is like dipping out on that relationship because they had a fight, he just thought, that's just what she does, and she's moved on to something else, or she's single, whatever. And she's gone to go find love in hopeless places. Cue Rihanna. So, with more digging that my friend does, there via Facebook, she actually realized that not only does she go back to her ex, but she actually got herself into another throuble. Ma'am, were you really in love or not? Because it just seems like this is your vibe, this is your jive. Like, is she doing it for financial benefits? Is she doing it because maybe she has like past issues and she constantly needs to be in some kind of relationship? Like, what is your deal? Be hopping and hopping. Never single, never alone, never thriving in your own space. I don't know. So yeah, she was in another throuple, but at this point in time, she is back with that on and off again boyfriend. So a few months go by of her like disappearing after the chat of, please can we move in together, and they say no. So she slides into my friend's DM. I feel like sorry. She slides into my friend's DM via Facebook and is like, hey, I miss you guys. Can we meet up? Can we have a conversation? Can we rekindle the situation again? My friend shut that shit so quick. She shut it down. Because she's tired of her dipping all the time and disappearing in something that is supposed to be a throuple, which is a legit real life relationship where there needs to be communication. And you can't just disappear and we don't know where the hell you are, right? So she's like, no, I'm good. We're done. It's over. Dover. And she's like, please, can we just have a conversation? I really miss you guys. Blah, 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 blah. So my friend is like, no, bruh. Like, it's not going to happen. Like, a kani. So that's that conversation. The Han ends up calling my friend and the husband non-stop for days on end. Just calling and calling. So now it's becoming, I don't want to use the word stalker, but I feel like my English dot is running out. But she's being like very persistent, I guess. And just like not getting the message that it's over. So she's calling, they're at work, the phone is ringing all the time, calling every hour on the hour. If she doesn't pick up, she calls the husband. If the husband doesn't pick up, she calls my friend. Like, it's just too much. It's way too much. So now they're just like, we have got to snip this thing in the bud. My friend was like, I know, let's just block her and call it a day. But the husband was like, no, I think let's hear her out. Let's hear her out, because this was like kind of a serious relationship and there were feelings involved. So let's hear what it is that she actually wants to say, if there is any excuse maybe for her behavior, or maybe there's something that they had done that she didn't like. Good Samaritan. I sometimes husbands, benefit of the doubt all the time. So the husband reaches out and says, hey, would love to meet, but unfortunately we've actually moved already, like we had planned, that we said that we're gonna do. So she's like, oh, okay, cool, where did you move to? They explain where they moved to, and she's like, okay, I will make the time to come and drive down or fly down to where you guys are. Oh, this girl, like, she must have, like, I don't know if it's money or just she is very insistent on this thing, because now who is going to be flying around for a meeting? Like, I'm not. I won't. But, do you, honey, do you. So anyways, she ends up flying to where they are now, where they live. And then the husband alone only goes to have this meeting. Because my friend was like, I said what I said. I don't want. So if you want to go be a good Samaritan, go be a good Samaritan. One man. So he goes, né? And he's like, okay, let me hear you out, doll. What is your story? So they're sitting down, they're having their meeting now. So girl is like, how are you? I missed you guys so much. I'm sorry I disappeared. Please, can we be together? I miss you guys, blah, 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 blah. Sweet nothings, meh. So husband goes on and explains and says, you know what, ne? The issue is that I need to protect my wife, because this whole thing is really for my wife, even though I had fun and I get it and everything, but I need to protect my wife because she really, really loved you, right? Child, not me putting on these rhinestones on camera. Sorry, guys. I hope I'm not getting out of frame. But anyways, I need to protect my wife and all. And your disappearing act that you do without any communicating is just too much. Like, that just can't happen anymore. We all agreed to carry on, even though you had said that you had more feelings for me, but you did agree to carry on. So you need to be able to respect that and communicate. So I came here to give you the closure that you need, if there's anything else that you would like to say to me. But other than that, at the end of the day, this relationship that we all had is over. But feel free to get off your chest whatever it is that you want to say. She just carries on begging for them to be together, nothing really serious or to run home about. So then husband drops the bomb. The bomb is, remember, my friends had like a very small ceremony for their wedding years ago. So now they're actually going for their destination wedding. It's going to be much bigger. The family's going to be there. The friends are going to be there. It's a whole shebang, right? So he says, actually, this is like a very busy time for us anyway, because we're about to leave for our destination wedding. And yeah, so anything else? And she's like, she legit asked, is the guest list closed? The hell? What do you mean? Where are you going? Where do you want to be going, honey? With the whole family of these two coming together, friends, because it's not like we knew. Okay, I knew. But it's not like everybody knew or their family knew that they're in a throuple. Like, what do you mean? Like, are you trying to go there and blow things up? Because you're definitely not going there to just applaud them and wish them good luck in their marriage going further and being there for this big ceremony. Like, that was definitely not her MO. I'm sorry. I know she was going there for other things for sure, bruh. So, Husbabe is like, orcs, but I'll ask my wife if the guest list is closed. Yeah, I don't really know what to say here. And she's like, yeah, please can you ask her and just tell her that I said hi, blah, blah, blah. And let me know if I can come to the destination wedding. I swear this woman has got money. Now she's going to fly again to somewhere out there over the rainbow. I cannot. Anyways, I have to tell you the rest of the story because it gets wild. But I need to put my rhinestones on and concentrate so I can tell you with my full conviction. All right, I'm back. Woo! That was a lot. Hi. Okay. Back to the story. So, Husbabe then leaves their little meeting that they had and goes back to report what went down to his wife. So he tells her, she's still begging to be part of the relationship and everything. And she's sorry and she just really wants to make this work, whatever. But he omits or forgets or whatever, the most important part, which is her saying, is the guest list closed? Like, can I come to your wedding? Like, I feel like that was the most important part. Like, what was Husbabe thinking? I don't understand. Anyways, so then she's like, okay, fine, cool. As long as she got a closure, that's now done. The chapter is closed. So then she goes about her life during the week. They've now landed at their destination where they're going to have the wedding. It's a few days before. She's getting ready, doing her things, and she just gets bombarded with messages from this hun again saying, hey, I don't know if your husband told you, but I actually got leave days off from my work. I got leave days off from my work and I'd really like to come to the wedding. And now my friend is like, what the hell is going on? She goes back to her husband. What is this man talking about? And then he's like, oh, my bad. I forgot to tell you that she actually asked if she'd come to the wedding. And she's like, this lady is crazy. Like, you're going to come to the wedding where my family is, where my friends are, and do what? Like, what the hell? This is like a little bit coming scary now. It's coming a tad bit scary. What is going on? So fine, she ignores that message, carries on about her day. And then the next day, again, this man is calling nonstop. She's calling, she's messaging on all platforms. SMS, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, trying to get this hand's attention to be like, hey, I'm ready to fly out. What is going on? And then she's like, okay, you know what? It seems like I need to get the job done. The woman needs to get the job done to shut it down. So she ends up picking up one of the phone calls. Ma'am is like, hi, how are you? I've been trying to get a hold of you. I'm ready to come to the wedding. Can I still come? Where is it? Drop me location. I'm on my private jet. I don't know. I'm just pretending. And then this man is like, my friend is like, dude, I already told you that I don't want you in my life anymore. I already shut down the whole situation of us being in a relationship. My husband already even came in person to talk to you. What more do you want? So then she says, no, so what I was thinking is the reason why I wanted to come to the wedding is so that I can meet your family and we can be in a polygamous marriage. Where did you fetch that information from? Where did you get that idea? When did they say that that's what they wanted? I'm so confused. Yes, it's popular and it's not unheard of in different cultures, especially in South Africa. But who said that's what they wanted? Like, how do you just assume that? Like, no, listen, I'm coming. And then, so what is that gonna look like at the wedding? Boom, boom, boom. Hey, girl, here's your present. Hey, so where's your mom? Hey, let me have a little chat with your parents there. Did you tell them? Did you tell them that we are gonna be in a polygamous marriage? I also need to sign the papers here. This ma'am, deluge. What a deluge, hun. Anyways, that's what she wanted. And then now my friend is shook. She's like, "Aibo, aibo, aibo. Wait, ma'am. No. I need you to listen to me and listen to me very clear. We are not together anymore. Leave it alone." Ma'am says to her, "No, listen. The thing is, I love your husband, and I think that he will learn to love me." Anyways, so now she starts crying hysterically on the phone. It's not because my friend is not an evil person. She starts feeling bad. Even though this ma'am is like doing the most. She starts feeling bad for her, and she kind of calms down her voice to be like, "Listen, I understand that you love my husband, but you need to understand that you can't force somebody to love you. The same way that I couldn't force you to love me because you had expressed that you only had deep feelings for my husband. So it's the same thing. That's just not gonna work." So she, "No, but I just want to be with you guys, and I really love your husband, so please." Now my friend is like, "Okay, this man is really not listening." And she's like, "You know what? I'm beginning to feel that you are trying to steal my husband at this point. I don't think that this is a situation of you wanting to be in a polygamous marriage. I think you actually coming to try and stop the ceremony from happening. So I'm done with this conversation, and good luck and goodbye. Block, 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 block." And that was the last that they heard from this girl. That is the last that they ever spoke to this girl. That's the last that this girl ever tried to contact them after that. Ciao. So I'm just like very confused at this whole situation. I'm just like so shook by this whole situation. So let's get some questions out the way. Number one question. After you've heard this whole story, do you think that this girl actually was coming into this relationship? Yes, probably in her head, she was actually thinking of it as like, potentially it could be a throuple. And they'll be together as the three of them. As a throuple. Didn't say marriage. As a throuple, okay? Your life, their life, but then you come together, whatever. I think additionally that was the thought, but then she fell for the husband. But do you think that she actually wanted to steal the husband this whole time? Is that her thing? What do you guys think? So I personally think that ma'am is definitely bisexual or bi-curious, but she just fell head over heels for someone's husband, honestly. Because I'm just like confused that how do you spend most of your time with the girl of this couple, but then just fall madly in love to the point of constantly calling and texting and everything for the husband that you probably saw a handful of times in the 1.5 year relationship that you guys had all together. Like, I don't get it. Next question. Do you feel that both the wife and the hun were using each other? Do you know what I mean? Like, the wife had said, okay, this hun has just explained to us that she has more feelings for my husband. I feel like there she should have shut it down and said, well, thank you so much for being honest with us. Okay, that's obviously not going to work for this relationship because it's kind of a 3 of us thing instead of a 1-2 situation. So I'm going to need you to exit left. I think that she should have shut it down then. But she said, no, it's fine, let's carry on. because she wanted her in her life, because the wife had also fallen for this hun. So was the wife using the hun? And as well, was the hun using the wife to get closer to the husband and have the husband in her life, and had to do these other things with the wife on the side just to keep the husband happy and to keep the flow going? Yo, guys, the complication. This maths is not mathing. So, like, guys, is it possible to have this successfully? Can you have a successful throuple? Let me know if that's like possible, because I feel like at some point someone's going to have more feelings for one of the two. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's just human nature. Or is it not? Can we love both equally? Like, what is the benefit for the third person that's coming? Because if you look at it, the wife and the husband have had their foundation. They've been together forever. So if you bring in a third person who's new to the whole mix, can it actually work? Because there isn't enough history and foundation with all three of you. So something is bound to happen that's going to be orcs. So I feel more like swinging, open marriage, vibes. I can see that happening. But like throuple, like making it like we are all in a relationship together. Have y'all seen that show? Is it Why Women Kill? With Lucy Liu. If you've seen it, you know that couple that brings in the third person and then ends up... This is very dangerous. That girl was willing to drive, fly, and swim to wherever they were, calling them non-stop. That's kind of creepy, because she wasn't getting it. She wasn't getting it when they said no. Yo, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments about this story. If you have anything to share in this regard of this lifestyle, please can you hit me up? I want to know. Let me finish putting my lipstick, get a little zhuzhed up, and show you the actual final look. That's it for today's Makeup Monday. I hope you enjoyed the scandalous story, and I can't wait to see you back next week, right? So let's just get all the T's and C's out of the way. Number one, if you have a story that you would like me to tell anonymously, of course, slide into my DM so that we can connect. I can get all the facts and I can tell your story right here on my platform. And then make sure that you actually follow me on Instagram. I have crazy cool transition makeup videos that I do and other makeup looks that I do. So go and check it out. See if you like it, see if you dig it, comment, share it with your friends. Most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If you're watching these videos and you haven't subscribed, I don't even understand why. It's totally free, and I will still keep on bringing you all this content that you love and deserve, honey. So go ahead, subscribe, comment down below all the questions that I asked previously. Share with your friends, let them know, hey, there is gossip going down on Luyanda Madonia's channel, bruh. You need to come and subscribe, okay? And to really kick off this week, guys, I just want to remind you to please stay out of trouble. Bye, y'all.